Welcome to week 4, and this is one of the most important weeks of the whole semester. You're going to be working on building your resume, and before you open a blank document or find the template you're going to use, I want you to spend a couple minutes reframing what a resume actually is, because a lot of people get their approach wrong. Most people think of a resume as a record, a list of everything they've done in reverse chronological order, so someone can see their entire history. And that's sort of true, but it's the wrong frame. It leads to resumes that are complete and accurate and not really effective. So here's a better frame. Your resume is a marketing document. Its only job is to get you the interview, and that's it. It's not trying to tell your whole story. It's trying to answer one question for the person reading it. And that question is, does this person have what we need? Which means everything on your resume needs to be selected and framed through the lens of the job you're applying for. That's why the job posting that you selected last week matters so much. The qualifications they list, those are the brief. Your resume is your pitch. You no longer can just have a static resume that you submit for every single job. You really need to tweak and tailor it according to what you are applying for. Think about it from the other side. The hiring manager might be looking at 50 resumes for one position. They're scanning, not reading, and they're looking for signals, keywords that match what they need, evidence in results. They're looking for clarity. And a resume that reads like a job description, it doesn't really tell them anything useful. A resume that reads like a track record, that tells them something of what you have done. So there's a difference between biography and a marketing document. One records what you did, the other makes a case for why you're the right person for this specific role. So as you work on building your draft this week, read your job posting first. Look at the qualifications. Most jobs have a pretty thorough explanation of what they're looking for, skill sets, the kind of soft skills that you'll need, and then ask yourself, what experiences do I have that speak directly to this? So start there. Every bullet point should be working for you to really clarify what they're looking for. If it doesn't connect to that job, it probably doesn't need to be there. All right, you'll want to read chapter 13 in your book. And there's a great video here by another instructor on professional communication. And there's also a video that's great about choosing what communication channel when you are speaking or professional communication that's happening. And then for your forum this week, do the forum before you do your assignment, because this one is all about the human edit. So this is another part of that AI literacy that's threaded through the whole class. You're going to use a prompt that I provide to help you generate some bullets for your resume and then revise 2 of those in a meaningful way. Then your assignment, this is your draft resume plus 2 feedback summaries. So after you craft your draft, you're going to use specific prompts I give you to feed it into AI, get feedback from that, write a little reflection, and then you also are responsible to get feedback from one other person. That can be a parent, a coworker, a classmate, and then you also could use NC Works, which is here on campus and is free. You're going to submit all 3 of those things together in one assignment, and then you're going to get my feedback from all 3 of those things, and then you'll take all 3 rounds of input and build your final resume in week 6. So this is the draft in the beginning of the real process. So it doesn't need to be perfect, but it needs to be taken seriously and really working towards your goal. So that's it for this week. Please reach out if you have any issues. If you have trouble locating a good template to use for your resume, reach out. Google is your friend, and I look forward to seeing your work.